Hello everyone, this is Sheshe, and today I'm coming on to do Friday flowers. Today's flower is the mini rose, so let's get started. What you'll need is 5 flowers. You'll need the retro mini punch by EK Success, a fine tip glue bottle for gluing your flowers, some tweezers, a stylus, and a cushion pad to mold your flowers. So I did do these mini buds to save some time, but I will show you how to make the buds. So to get started, I'm just going to break up the fibers for the mini buds. It'll help you cup the buds. So here I'm just going to try to stay in camera as best as I can, so please forgive me if I go off camera. You're just going to cup them up and round them like so, okay? And then as you're rounding them, you're going to take your fine tip glue. You can find this at Hobby Lobby or on Amazon. If you're going to Hobby Lobby to find this fine tip glue applicator bottle, it's in the model car section. Just going to apply some glue right along the edge of the petals like so, and then you're going to take one petal and glue it on to the next petal, okay? And then you're just going to push that in and try to make this bud as tight as possible. And then you go on to the next petal, hold that down like so while the other one is drying and gluing on, and then you're just going to take this petal and glue that together, okay? You're going to form a tight bud. That's what you're doing for this first layer. Then you're going to take this petal, take this fine tip glue applicator, glue that, and then you're going to glue that one on like so, okay? Hope you can see it. These are so tiny it's hard for me to show you. This is the best way I know how. And then the next one, this is the last petal, you're going to make sure you get these two to glue together. So you're making this bud really tight. See, I'm gluing this right here. And then you're going to glue this on to form a tight bud. So when you hold everything together, see, it's not tightly glued yet because everything's still drying. You're going to hold this together as tight as possible, like so, like that, and it's going to form a tight bud. You can either hold it or you can try your best and hope it holds and stay glued together. But it's going to be a tight bud. You want it to be as tight as possible because that makes your rose look as realistic as possible. Okay, I do have some that's already tight like that, glued to save time. So I'm going to set that aside, but that's how you form your buds. So that's going to hold and glue together, okay? So here's one that I have done already that's already tight and glued together to save time. This is what the flower should look like when it's done, just to give you an idea. We're going to start on our bottom layers. Here's my stylus. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see better. Hope that's close enough. I'm just going to start molding the flowers, breaking up the fibers. You're going to need 3 for now. It's 5 petals altogether, including the bud. So I'm just doing this to break up the fibers. You're going to need some tweezers to help twist the flowers. That helps shape your roses to make them look pretty realistic. I'm flipping them over to just make that dip to help them glue the layers together better. Okay, now I'm going to start gluing my layers with the fine tip. Here's layer 1, layer 2. I'm offsetting it just like that. Hopefully this will glue really fast. I'm doing layer 3. And then for layer 3, I'm just going to offset it slightly like this. It's really hard to get that third layer to offset, but it will. Just get it in between those two petals. Hope you can see that. I'm going to set that down, let that dry. Here's my bud right here. This one's, I'm going to cup it up as best as I can. Just like that. For this one, we're going to put this bud in here. You look at your pattern of, I'm sorry, let me get right in here. We're going to look at the pattern right here, and you're going to also look at your pattern right here. You're going to make sure that one of these flower petals is in between the petals on your flower right here. Okay, so you're just going to offset it in here. Okay, I know that's awfully close, so let me zoom out just a little bit so I'm not off camera. I'll zoom out just like that. Okay, so I'm going to glue in the center of this flower. Hope these don't blow away. It's really hard. It's my second time, actually my third time filming this. I tried to film it before and I was off camera so many times, so I apologize if I'm hoping this one's the better video. So here I see the petal right here. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to offset it in between these two petals right here. Alright, hope you guys can see. And then I'm going to start gluing this petal onto these petals. It's very, very hard to see, but this is how you make them. I know these tutorials are hard with these mini flowers, but we're going to cup this up like this to form a bigger bud to cup into this this flower right here to form the rose. And then we're going to start twisting with our tweezers. So I'm just going to glue the bottom petals onto these other buds. So here we go. Glue this one onto this one. Just like that. Glue this one onto this one. Just at the bottom like so. And glue this one on this one. Alright, so this is what I have so far. I'm going to let that dry. Okay, for this next part, you're going to take your bottom layer of flowers and some tweezers, like this. It could be any kind of tweezers, and you're just going to start twisting the petals. So I'm just going to do this very gently, and you're just going to start molding them. This is going to help you form the rose, the mini roses. Do my best to stay in camera. I apologize if I go off camera. But you just go around the rose or the flower and just twist each petal with the tweezers. In different ways. You just turn it around. You can do this with your hands if you feel better doing that, but it's easier to do it with the tweezers. And these grip really well. These are really, really tiny. Okay, so that's the first layer. You can start bending them with your fingers if you like. Go to the next layer. You can bend just a little bit. I don't try to bend too much on the bottom layers after the third layer. It all depends on how much you want to fluff it. So there you go. This is what I have so far. Here's another layer. You don't have to do them in any order. This is how I do it. Then once you're ready, you can add the other bud, just like that. And you just go around, make sure you get the rest of the flower so your flower's not like lopsided or anything. So I'm just bending them back. And then I just got 2 more petals, actually 3. Just going to take this and bend it around. Alright, so now I'm ready for my other flower. I'm going to stick this in the center and offset it just like so. And this is how it looks so far. And then just give it some time to dry and you can start fluffing up all those petals. So this is how it's looking so far. Then we're going to add some leaves. I have my leaf right here. I get these off of eBay. I'll show you the dies and what they look like. And I'll also link the sellers if you're interested in buying them. So I'll just add some glue right along here. And this is how they turn out. And then once it dries a little bit more, I may, fluff them up some more and style them some more until I get them just right. They're still in the drying stages, but this is how it starts to look until they're completely dry. I'll continue to mold them a little bit more, round them out a little bit more with the tweezers, but that's basically it. That's how you make them. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and what I do with them, I add them to my butterflies or maybe in the center of a bow. That's how I do it. So again, to those who have requested how to make these tiny roses, that's how you do it. So thank you for joining me. I hope this has been helpful. Have a fabulous day. Take care.